What is the duty of the media and publishers, and what is meant by journalistic integrity? Now, this is my question for you for Morality Monday. The main thing that I want to get into, though, is what do we view the press as? Now, traditionally, this used to be print or tabloid media, and in a lot of cases, that would be where a lot of individuals were getting their information from. Now, we all know that most individuals nowadays either are deliberately avoiding traditional news outlets because you could argue a lot of this has already been monopolized. There's arguments of what is the media's purpose now? Is it to reaffirm our particular political views and biases, or is it to encourage discourse? Now, if it's to reaffirm, what value does that provide you as an individual? If it's to encourage discourse and disagreement, then arguments are inevitable from that type of solution. But what is the duty that we want media to fulfill? Do we want it to inform us? If we're looking for information, then it should be factually accurate. It shouldn't have very much emotion in it at all. In some cases, though, you can't take the emotion entirely out of it. And as we all know, being entirely neutral is a logical fallacy because we all have inherent biases, and that is going to come through in the work that we do and the work that we interact with. Now, that being said, if the duty is more, it's to encourage us to engage with something, it's to get us to discuss more, is that necessarily a bad thing? But if the purpose is to present, then it's all about speed. We want to present the story as it unfolds. We want to share that story as it develops. And that's where you had your traditional breaking news type effect. Now, if we're looking at presenting information, then that's different than informing. Informing is more about the facts and the figures and the information that it is going to be reliable for a longer period of time, more like an expose, looking at something in a lot more detail. Whereas if you're talking about more breaking news stories, then you need a certain amount of that information quickly, and elements are going to get lost in translation or develop later. Therefore, the challenge is making sure that you keep that story going enough that the information can be updated, it can be changed, and that you can check your sources. But what do we actually want media to do? What is their duty? And we would hope that the individuals who are reporting have a certain amount of journalistic integrity to present what they're seeing honestly and to give us the information, whether the information is to present or inform in an honest way that presents it in a true light and doesn't try to shift it to a particular bias. Or maybe you want to see media with more of a bias. What is your view? What's your take? Thank you very much for listening.